Today, as a seasoned traveler, I give you tips on how to survive a long-haul flight. Let's go.
We focus on physical comfort, health risks, sleep strategies, and entertainment.
I have tips that can help you accommodate yourself so that you feel like you're in business class when you're in economy. Let's start at the very beginning. Picking your seat. Not some kind of fantasy wish, but the one that actually is going to make you happy. Now, if you're somebody who has to get up to go to the bathroom a lot, obviously an aisle is better. If you want to sleep, like me, a window is better. Now, you do want to drink a lot of water when you're traveling because dehydration does set in. It's very dry in the airplane cabin. But one of the ways to handle that is with these hydration drinks that replenish your electrolytes. It's a great way because it makes the water absorb into the body so that you don't have to go to the bathroom as much. Of course, you have to decide what to wear. I like comfort because on this flight, it's during the night, so I need to sleep. And so the hoodie over my head, and yeah, I do the sweatpants. So I have this vest that has zippable pockets on the side, pocket inside, and watch out. Yes, I do carry a little fanny pack for my passport, my credit card, and a little money. Just want to make sure I have it with me all times. Now, I've never used compression socks, but this is the first time. Check them out. They go up to your knee, so supposedly it helps the blood circulate in your legs, so you're less likely to have some kind of illness like a heart attack or something, and it keeps the blood flowing. Give it a try. Let you know how it goes. I have two bags that I carry on. One is small that fits under the chair in front of me so I can have everything close to me, including my pillow, neck pillow. And the other is the larger stuff, like, YouTube or tons of batteries that I can't check, so gotta carry them on. We'll do most of the unpacking once we get on the plane, and I'll do a voiceover of what you're seeing and how it works for us. Because I have a 7:30 flight in the evening, I'm gonna skip the meal on the plane, I think. So I'm eating before I get on the plane so I can just enjoy that sleep during the 10-hour flight.
For good sleep, follow the 3-2-2 rule. Stop drinking alcohol 3 hours before sleep and other liquids and food 2 hours before sleep.
Before boarding time, be sure to get some water and some comfort food.
Airplanes have advanced air filtration and circulation systems, but they don't reach full effectiveness until the plane is in the air and the main engines are on. At least on the way to the vacation, during boarding and deplaning, a face mask is a healthy choice. If you travel enough, sooner or later, you'll probably get sick from an airplane ride. The airline industry has no universal standard for cleaning cabins. A deep clean is typically only done every 30 to 45 days.
On a long-haul flight, you're going to want to probably brush your teeth, maybe wash your face, clean your hands, but just don't use the water in the airplane. They come from tanks that are rarely clean, so you don't know what's dwelling in there. I bring my own hand sanitizer, I bring baby wipes to wash my face, and I have my jug of water that I could use to brush my teeth. It's just the safe way to go. Just saying. Let's unpack my underseat bag. Of course, I got my dental kit and bathroom bag. I do bring lip gloss and skin conditioner because of the dry air. I bring sleep aids that I'm familiar with and some kind of caffeine. I don't want to depend on the stewardesses. It's wise to bring charging gear for your devices because airplane outlets don't always work. Universal international adapter is a smart move. I bring extra socks and flip-flops. I also bring a lightweight coat in case I want to use it as a blanket.
Now for any flight, especially those westbound long-haul flights where I'm gaining time, I download 5 to 10 videos on my personal device so I don't have to be confined to the airline's lack of video selection or malfunctioning equipment. So I can relax like royalty.
The pillowcase is a laundry bag for later, and all you have to do is stuff it with something soft like my scarf or my exercise band for a pillow on the airplane. Noise-canceling headphones are great, but wearing earplugs underneath them is even better.
If you have a second leg to your journey and sufficient layover time, One of the best things to do to make yourself feel like a first-class passenger is to take a shower. Many international airports have pay-to-use shower facilities. Another way to revitalize is just change your socks. Okay, I did like the compression socks. The tight fit made my legs sweat, so changing them during the layover was essential. If you have a long-haul flight that starts early or ends late, one of the nicest things you can do for yourself is shorten the commute by staying at an airport hotel.
Going the distance isn't like it used to be, but it doesn't have to be difficult. Let's go.
Happy travels. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time at that place.